Hey everybody, it's me, Cam the Cat again, and welcome to, well, I think this is like one of my first theory videos involving Spider-Man stuff. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, guys, remember, check the description below for anything important, and don't forget John 3:16, okay? Okay. But now, on to the theory. Well, not really a theory, more like a discussion about the timelines and stuff. Pretty much what this video is going to be about is
bad guys harassing those people.
me,
I'll get you, Spider-Man, even if it's the last move I make. Come on, you had to know I'd be here sooner.
me figuring out the timeline stuff of the games universe. So, pretty much, because in the first game, Pete says that he's been Spider-Man. Yeah, pretty much in the first game, pretty much, guys, in the first game, due to, well, Uncle Ben, being dead since 2010, that also means that was the time that Pete got bitten by the radioactive spider that bit him and gave him his powers. So, that's the first beginning part of the timeline. So, pretty much sometime in 2010, Pete got bitten by the spider somehow, possibly like maybe during a field trip, like the usual things and stuff. But pretty much point is, in 2010, he got bitten by the radioactive spider and probably did the wrestling business to test out his powers. Something happened along the way. Maybe he let a thief go who would turn out to be the thief that killed Uncle Ben, and Uncle Ben dies. Then after that, Pete does the whole Spider-Man shtick thing, and, so pretty much he'd be dealing with Kingpin for a long time afterwards. And you know, because of the first game, or Spider-Man, Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered, Spider-Man PS4, or Marvel's Spider-Man, or Marvel's Spider-Man 1, if you will. Pretty much, Fisk says 8 years of this insolence. Which also means that, well, since Uncle Ben died in 2010, that's not funny, by the way. So pretty much Pete and Fisk would be dealing with each other throughout the years. Since 2010, after Ben dies, and he becomes the Spider-Man that we know of today. And the only ones that he's been dealing with were, the only main villains they were dealing with, that he was dealing with were just guys in fancy suits and costumes and stuff. But pretty much he says that his first villain is Vulture. And this would be happening when maybe he was in ESU. The Miles Morales game's mission explains that. It explains that part of it. But pretty much, yeah. because they've been dealing with each other for so long, and also, well, pretty much, this must have happened when Pete was just, starting out as an adult for the first time and going to college, or for him, ESU. Which is fictional, by the way. So, pretty much just thinking, Pete fought Vulture sometime in the early 2010s whenever he turned 18. The other guys he just dealt with were just guys in costumes, fancy suits. And also because of Rhino mentioning that he's been locked up behind 30 feet of steel for the last 6 Christmases, which means I view that in my head as 6 years. So 2019 minus 6 because Miles Morales. I think it's 2019. So that would mean in 2013, would have been the first time that Pete fought and dealt with Rhino for the first time. And also because I think that he got bit during, when he was 15 years old. I'm going to subtract 2010 minus 15. Yeah, that would make his birth year 1995. Whatever Pete's birthday is. Because I don't think it shows his birth date in the first original main game. So pretty much, now I'm going to use 1995 to this. Okay, thank you for the reminder thing, Majig, but that's not the main focus right now. Okay, so 2013. Yep, he would have been 18 years old by the time that he fought Rhino and possibly Vulture along the way. And maybe the other villains too. I don't know until Spider-Man 3 comes out officially. Then I might update this. So pretty much Pete's been dealing with villains throughout the years. And stuff. And also, there's a book that takes place before the events of the first game, or Spider-Man Remastered. Well, really, Marvel Spider-Man 1 or Spider-Man PlayStation 4. So, pretty much during this time, because I don't know Pete's birthday, he could have been 22, and also the book and the games line up. Well, the first game lines up a bit. So pretty much, some stuff happened in the books and stuff between Pete and Mary Jane, or MJ. So pretty much, sorry guys, I'm just thinking here. Also because it takes place and also because the book takes place a few months, and also says, and also with the game, MJ mentions the last 6 months, or, well, really, oh, right, Pete mentioned that. Like, as if the last 6 months never happened, which probably would have meant that, because the game takes place in October, because of Martin Lee's diary, and also, Halloween coming up. -6. Hey. I was getting on my computer. -6. Aha. No. January, February, March, April. So it's sometime during April, after stuff happened in the book. Well, the first book. So that must have meant. So that means that, the breakup happened sometime in, either April or March. So, yeah. And also, the end of the book is Pete getting ready to fight Fisk in his old costume, which would be, this one. So, pretty much that matches up a bit. That matches up a lot. So, pretty much, first game and also the book. Let me look it up. I forgot the title of it. And also, I'm not sponsored, by the way. If I were, I would already, had a Chromebook already. Okay. Okay, I'm having a little bit of a hard time. But I did my best to do my research first. Oh wait, now I remember. The book is called Hostile Takeover. And also, this is when Pete also fights, the adopted daughter of Fisk named Echo. Pretty much, Echo is, well, rated Disney, it's a rated R type of thing, so don't watch. But, I mean, I never watched it either. But pretty much, because, Fisk wanted Pete out of the equation and stuff, well, without knowing that he's Pete, of course. He sent her after him. due to their first fight, because, you know, Echo is partially, she's deaf, but she can read lips. So pretty much Pete being vulnerable, he, put up his mask and, talked to her so that she can read her lips, and also, Pete tells her that everything that, Fisk was telling her, everything on that file, on a file that he had, stuff on that file was a lie, and he has the real files and stuff. So pretty much, Fisk is in big trouble. But pretty much the events of the first game before the DLCs take place, of Marvel Spider-Man. Which Marvel Spider-Man takes place in October 2018. Then the DLC pack, The City That Never Sleeps, those take place, my best guess, early 2019. No, that's pretty much my best guess. Is, well, exactly that. And also, there's a book I never read, but my best guess is that, well, it takes place before the Miles Morales game, because this book's about Miles. And I think it's canon. It's called, Wings of Fury. Whereas with this one, Vulture got out somehow and stuff, but maybe it's not canon, I don't know, but I'm just gonna include it as canon. I mean, it might be canon. Might be. So my best guess is that takes place in early 2019, and also because in the game, Miles mentions that it has been a year since, what happened to, his dad, and stuff, much basically that took place after a year, or 2018. So, pretty much, Rings of Fury, my best guess, takes place around possibly early, no, wait, not early, maybe mid to, late 2019. That's my best guess at this point. But anyways, pretty much the Miles Morales game, that takes place in, well, late 2019 or Christmas time. So, pretty much late 2019 until, until early 2020. So, pretty much that part adds up a bit. And also because, this takes place, and also Spider-Man 2 kind of takes place a bunch of months. Let me see, sorry guys, I'm looking it up. Okay, how many months does Marvel Spider-Man 2 take place? Oh. Okay, pretty much it apparently takes place about 10 months after the events. So it might begin around mid to late 2021. With me, that's just a guess, because you can't trust AI all the time. Okay, never mind, that's a good point because of the website I just saw. But gotta be careful, though. Gotta be careful. But pretty much, so that probably means that, Marvel Spider-Man 2 takes place during, maybe possibly mid to late 2021. But with me, my best estimate was one of my old Scratch projects before my account got hacked. My best guess was mid to late 2020. I'll bring out Marvel Spider-Man 3 whenever it comes out. Maybe if the game opens with like Pete or maybe Miles mentioning that Pete and MJ got married or something like that. I mean, I hope they do get married. Yeah, I hope they get married, by the way. But pretty much if Miles mentions about Pete having, about Pete getting married and having a baby, then I'm gonna assume that maybe it takes place a bunch of years afterwards. After everything. Like, after all the events of Marvel's Spider-Man 2. But, knowing me, guys, this is only a guess. But, anyways, I think that, sums it all up, possibly. And also, guys, sorry with, the gameplay distracting you guys and such. You know, try to provide entertainment.
There. Gotta get those robots off the streets. Wish I had time to help, but I'm needed somewhere else.
Let me see, there's... Yeah. Anyways, guys, I think that sums it all up. Possibly. Until Marvel's Spider-Man 2, or, no, Marvel's Spider-Man 3, or whatever else, and stuff. But anyways, guys, I think this is the end of this video. And also, I kind of feel like making a new schedule right now, so... pretty much, the new schedule, I think, is that maybe I'll make just 2 videos on a Friday. You know, to make it easier on myself. But I try my best to make 4 videos, but I don't think I can meet that quota. I mean, I know, I don't have to if I don't want to. But, you know, I still care about you guys and stuff. Anyways, guys, I hope that all of you had a... Oops. But anyways, guys, I hope that all you guys had a great, June 12th. Yeah, I hope that all you guys had a great June 12th, and remember, guys... wait a minute. Anyways, guys, don't forget, if you want to see more videos like this, either it's just timeline stuff, little guesses, type of stuff. Sorry. Man, if you guys want to see videos like this, either it's gaming, yeah. Yeah, either it's gaming videos, fan fiction videos, theory videos, or I can't remember if I said fan fiction videos already, but possibly fan fiction videos, and maybe, hopefully, if I get lucky, something animated, then feel free to subscribe to see more. And I'm sorry for yapping on a bit too long. I know, I got a little bit of a knack for it. But anyways, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry about this one being a bit long, and basically, main thing is I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you want to subscribe to see more other stuff, you can, but only if you want to. I'm not forcing you or anything. It's a your choice type of thing. And I'm sorry this is annoying and a little tedious. Just trying to get an achievement in the game and stuff. Remember, guys, stay safe out there, be on your best behavior, and stay on your best behavior, and remember, I'll be there for you whenever I can. And also, I'm going to be on break, just a little reminder. And also, guys, be careful and be safe out there, okay? And remember, don't forget John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, and that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Amen. I'll see you guys in the next one. In the next video, it's going to be the Miles Morales one, by the way. But anyways, guys, see you in the next videos, or videos, plural. And goodbye, and peace!